moving on. Amendment 2. Jessica.
The right to fish and hunt. The ballot summary says proposing an amendment to the state constitution to preserve forever fishing and hunting, including the use of traditional methods as a public right and preferred means of responsibility managing and controlling fish and wildlife. What is that word?
Specifies
that the amendment does not limit the authority granted by the Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission under Section 9. A yes means that the right to fish and hunt is a constitutional right in Florida, and a no would make them a constitutional
would not make
it a constitutional right.
So I think when they talk about
no reading, I'm not letting you read
I
anymore.
think when they talk about traditional methods, that does not include dynamite.
Oh, I was like, are we like trapping? Like, are we bow and arrow?
I think it's more guns and probably bow and arrow.
Guns, bow and arrow, fishing rods,
traps,
yeah, but like not dynamite, not.
We're not throwing sticks of dynamite in the fishing hole.
I don't know. Probably, that
darn
Willie E. Coyote type styles.
Probably doesn't include like like commercial fishing, like the big nets, the drag nets, and that kind of stuff. Let me see if there's.
So does this? Do you? Okay, so don't you have to have a permit or a license to hunt?
Yes,
and fish.
Would this take that out, or is it saying no because it doesn't because that's granted by the Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission, so therefore they can still require that? Because if it's
I'm looking at the amendment. I'm looking at the text, the full text right now.
Because my thought process is if it's a right, then why would you need to pay to get a permit
but
to
the
get a license?
Is to, I believe the license is so that you can only get so much.
Yeah. Typically, like a hunting license,
you can only get one during part of the season, and a buck.
And they punch it.
No, I know why they have the license. I'm asking if this would remove the license.
No, because it doesn't limit the authority of the Fish and Wildlife.
So if they still say no, we are one. Okay, because I mean, like, if it's a right, do you pay for your right?
I think what this amendment is aiming for is like things are good here in the state now. We have a lot of freedoms and like all this stuff is allowed. But what if some crazy leftist legislature gets elected years down the road and they try to outlaw fishing and hunting and they try to like regulate it out the wazoo so you can't do it?
That's a good point.
So this
and from what I understand, that this is exactly how this came about, was that there was a lot of other states that have something like this in their constitution of a right to hunt and fish, to be able to live off the land, so to speak, so that you're not beholden to the government.
Eat the bugs.
Eat the fish. And the chickens.
And so I know that this, based on, interviews or whatever that I watched regarding this, is that this is just to, keep this as it is and to make sure exactly like what you said, that, somebody can't come in and say like, oh, we're banning all, in my theory would be that they come in and they're going to say, oh, we're going to ban hunting, so you don't need guns anymore because there's no hunting. So
get pride out of my cold legless hands.
What guns? I lost them in a fishing accident. I was fishing out on the boat one day. How many guns? I don't know what you're talking about. Well, I was fishing with my legal fishing.
Right. So if you want to protect your rights to hunt and fish, you may want to vote yes on Amendment 2.
Okay.
I like the meme. There was a meme of a guy standing there giving the guy his license. Yes, I would like to have the right to hunt and fish for my family so I can feed them because the prices of food is way too high.
Yeah.
What's cheaper? Is it cheaper to get a hunting license? All right.